What's up, you guys? My name is Miguel, fellow Xray Tech here, giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we are covering the different cycles you notice when you work 7 on, 7 off, morning portables edition. So to give you context, I am a night shift tech here in the emergency room, level 3. Been doing it for about 4 years. I would say I work a godly amount of overtime. So like I dabble in both the 7s, my 7 and the opposite 7, and I will tell you that you pick up trends on how the workflow and stuff done, like in what you can kind of expect. Even I know what you're gonna say. You're like, Miguel, the emergency room in the hospital is very, you could say, random, because you never know what's gonna happen to someone, what's gonna end up, what are they doing. But regardless of all this random, you continuously see trends throughout the year. If it's summertime or if it's winter, if it's, you can just kind of tell, and you can kind of see seasons and trends. The longer you work at your place, the more easier and maybe even smarter, and you can kind of more prepare for stuff, right? Now obviously these preparations or these like little cycles, you'll notice there's always like stuff that will maybe throw into the mix, natural disasters or other random stuff that it won't go as according to. But for the most part, I notice at my job, like for instance my work, when I go in, when I start my Wednesday, it is probably the most chillest, easiest in the ER, but more heavy morning portables. That's what I noticed. And that's majorly because maybe chest tubes, maybe a lot of people are doing post surgeries, and they'll kind of be following up, and they'll order their little order set. Usually about Sunday and Saturday, they kind of trend down, and there's less morning portables, but a little bit more in the ER, so it kind of flips. And that's mainly because of the order sets, the amount. There's certain stuff that gets ordered so many days just and then it stops. So then there's like more of a day shift. It's gonna have to pick it up and doing those in the morning, or a bunch of add-ons. So that's what I noticed. And on the opposite crew, we noticed that when they start their 7 on, it's more chill, but towards the later on, like towards their last nights, it is more heavily workflow. Me personally, I'd rather have the heavy workflow at the beginning like I do, because when you go in onto your 7 on, you're more fresh. By the last night, you're probably pretty dead and you're pretty tired, so you won't, like, it's harder on you. So. And then, I mean, as far as like even ER, it all kind of depends on who's the doctor and who's running it, because like there could be a big difference between it's going to be easy night or hard night just based off the ER doctor. Regardless of what's going on in the emergency room or how many people be coming in, if you have the right doctor holding down the joint, it's going to be a good night. They're going to take you to the promised land. You can make it. It's going to be a good shift. Now, he may not be able to save you from all the stuff that happens on the floor, but at least in the emergency room, it'll be pretty chill, and they usually won't order too much. So yeah, it's been your boy Miguel. See you on the next one.